Dr. Nigel Clarke was a successful businessman before his foray into politics and public service. Renaldo Adams now details some of the key stops he's had since he burst onto the scene in 2013.
Clarke first appeared in the political spotlight in 2013 when Andrew Holness, then opposition leader, named him as one of his 8 senators. But the appointment was not as straightforward. He was one of 2 replacements for the discarded Dr. Christopher Tufton and Arthur Williams. The court later ruled that the pre-signed, undated resignation letter was unconstitutional. When they retook their senatorial seats in 2015, Dr. Clarke's short stint in the upper house came to an end. But that was not the last of the intellectual heavyweight. Holness appointed him as Jamaica's ambassador at large for economic affairs in 2016. Of course, by this, Holness was Prime Minister. And when the longtime Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Northwestern retired due to ill health, Holness leaned on Dr. Clarke to take over, brushing aside concerns and controversy. You see, Dwayne Smith, Derek Smith's councillor's son, was favoured by the MP and the constituents. He was and remains councillor for the Chancery Hall division. But a bigger plan was being hatched to replace Audley Shaw, the oft-criticized finance minister, with Dr. Clarke. 3 weeks after the March 5, 2018 by-election, Holness shuffled his two-year-old cabinet, naming Dr. Clarke Minister of Finance and the Public Service. He has held the portfolio since even after the 2020 general election. 3 weeks after the March 5, 2018 by-election, Holness shuffled his 2-year-old cabinet, naming Dr. Clarke Minister of Finance and the Public Service. He has held the portfolio since, even after the 2020 general election. Dr. Clarke's budget presentations have been academic and equally theatrical since. One of his most popular refrain,
"No new taxes." If you don't believe me, look at their faces when I say it again. No new taxes for 7 consecutive years.
Prior to politics, Dr. Clarke was one of Holness's confidants with an extensive background in business. He was chairman and the CFO of the Musson Group. In that period, expanding the company's operations to over 30 countries. Dr. Clarke holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics and computer science from the University of the West Indies, UWI. He also studied at Oxford University, earning an MSc in applied statistics and later a DPhil in numerical analysis.